Okay, my name is Brad, and I'm here for the rest of today, and then I will be back on Tuesday. 2 other trainers will be here on Monday to help you guys to ease the pain on the new phones for your first day of business. You've got 2 handouts in front of you, or you should. Like you do. The first one is a little confusing because it's designed to be printed on one piece of paper back to back and then folded, but our little printer doesn't do duplex. So you've got this one for the phones, the one with the picture of the phone, and then page 2 and 3 is on this other page. Then the really confusing one, the 3 columns, is voicemail. And again, that's supposed to be duplex and then folded in thirds. So we'll go over voicemail in the second half of the class. The phones themselves are right here in front of you. They are made by Avaya. The model number is right underneath the handset. It's a 4620 SWIP. In general, we couldn't care less what the make and model number is. The only reason why I point that out is in case you ever want to get a headset, you'll want to check compatibility. So you'll need to know the make and model. If you do have a headset or get one, the port to plug it in is here in the back. In the bottom middle, it's labeled so you know which one is which. The red light above the word Avaya is your voicemail indicator light. This is either on or it's off. When it's on, you have new messages. When it's off, you don't. It does not blink 3 times if you have 3 new messages. The phones themselves are IP phones or VoIP phones, voice over IP. They talk to each other like our computers talk to a printer. They're not like the other sites. They're not digital. In general, we couldn't care less. As long as we have dial tone and it works, that's all that really matters. You'll notice on the back of these phones, there is another port here. The one on the outside of the phone goes into the wall, in this case the floor. You can plug your laptop into this and get an IP address and print. So if you have a guest in your office or something like that, they can use this. You don't have to dig around on the floor. If your computer or someone else's computer is plugged into the phone, it becomes doubly important to not unplug your phone. Not only will it take your phone off the network, but it will also take that computer off the network. There is no reason, period, for you to unplug or log off your phone. I'm supposed to yell at you and make sure that you understand not to do this. The big issue is that there's only 150 people moving into the whole building. It would be very easy to say, oh, you know, I like that corner office over there with the view of the airport instead of my little dark corner. I'm going to take my phone, unplug it, go in there and plug it in. It's not going to work. Those ports are not hot for that reason. You do not have the credentials to log yourself back in to the network. You'll have to get IT to do that for you. And you can log out these phones, but not accidentally because you have to confirm the log out. It's a 2-step process. The phones themselves go up and down very easily. To raise them up, you just raise them up. But to make them go down, there's a little trick. You have to find this button on the back, push it in, lift it up a little bit to take the weight off of it, and then it just falls right down. It won't go down until you do that. The display itself is a black and white LCD. There are 2 pages, 12 buttons on each page. You'll notice right away that this is different than your phone at your desk right now. The big difference looking at the display is there are no red or green blinky lights. Okay, looking at the phone right now, you cannot tell from a distance if you have a call on hold, if the phone's ringing, if you have 2 calls on hold, 1 live call, because there are no red and green status lights. So that is a little bit of an adjustment. Take a little getting used to. The display itself, you can go to the second page and back and forth between page 1 and page 2 on the phone by using the arrow buttons in the middle of the phone, page left, page right. To the left of the left page button, you'll see the phone exit button. This is the one with the white phone on it. Think of this as your escape key. This will get you back to the home screen. You know it's the home screen because it's got the date and the time in the top right-hand corner, and you'll see your 3 lines on the left. Underneath phone exit, you see speaker, headset, and mute. These are either on or they're off. When they're on, the red light next to them's on. When they're off, so's the red light. On the mute, you need to get used to using the mute button. This does not mute a call. There are 2 microphones in here. The primary one that we talk into and a secondary one, that's how it does the background noise cancellation. So Unless you're going to do this to mute a call, which is a little awkward, use the mute button. The up and down arrows, this is your volume control. When the phone's hung up like it is right now, it's how loud the ringer is. The button click noise, that noise is directly connected to the volume of the ringer. You cannot turn one up and the other one down. They're connected. On these phones, you can turn the ringer completely off, either intentionally or accidentally. I think this is going to be a problem on Monday morning. People are going to accidentally turn their phone ringer off and then call the help desk and say, my phone doesn't work, because they've got that volume turned all the way off. So you want to make sure that that is on. When you're on a call, it is how loud it is in your ear or how loud it comes out of the speaker. It never controls the sensitivity of the microphone. If the person you're talking to can't hear you, you're going to have to yell. Turn up the volume only makes them louder and more hear. So the right of the right page button is the options button. It's the one with the white check mark. These are our phone settings. We'll go over that in detail in a couple minutes. Underneath options is hold, big red hold button. Nothing new or exciting about that. Nothing's changed. When a call comes in, the icons that you're going to see on the display, in the cell where your extension is right now, as the phone's ringing, it'll show a bell. When you answer the call, and if you pick up the receiver now, you'll see this. The icon looks like the receiver straight up and down. You can't put a dial tone on hold, so you can try, but if you did that, when you have a call on hold, the icon looks just like the red hold buttons icon. To get that off of hold, you hit whichever line is on hold. You do not hit hold a second time to get it off hold. Underneath hold is transfer and conference buttons. These are the ones we use to either transfer a call or build a conference call. We'll go over that in detail in a couple minutes. Underneath conference is drop. Drop does a couple different things for you. If you're making a list of phone calls, it helps you out a lot. It hangs up on the person and gives you dial tone for the next call without having to hang up the phone. So if you've got the receiver up, you're done with the first call, drop, you know, a dial tone, and you can start dialing the second number. You know, put down the receiver, bring it back up. When you are transferring a call or building a conference call, it is your cancel key in case you make a mistake. You misdial, something like you hit the wrong number, you want to cancel and start over, hit the drop key. And on a conference call, it will kick off only the last person that you added to the call. It's not necessarily the last person that joined the call, because you can add conference calls together. And then the last button there on the bottom right is redial. There's two different settings for this, last number or last 6 numbers. If you have it set to be last 6, when you hit that button, the display changes, shows the last 6 numbers that you dialed. Just hit the button next to the number that you want to call. Okay.